According to Breitbart, police departments across Estados Unidos, they're gearing up to thwart teen takeovers before 4th of July celebrations. Teen takeovers. Is it of the Asian variety? Is it of the Indian children that live here? As if parents run the motels and gas stations and are doctors? Is it their children doing that? Is it white teens doing the takeovers? I don't think so. Is it the yellow man? No. The red man? No. The white man? The white man? No. But what it is what you see right here. It's the usual suspects. And if you don't like me saying that, then change it in your community. Start bearing down on the bad apples, calling them out, and getting your fucking ducks in a row. All right? It's 5 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? If you know, you know what I'm saying. That was in the 70s. When I was growing up on TV, I think it was at 5 o'clock every day. It's 5 o'clock. It's during the weekdays they did at least. Do you know where your children are? Huh? Because they don't. And I'll refer to them as common denominators because this is the 13% causing over 50% of the problems. And I'll also say this. I'll refer to them as groids. That's what's doing it. It's groidal teens. Groids is short for the scientific term Negroid. There's white people called Caucasians. Supposedly we all came from the Caucasus Mountains, which I didn't, but I'm still considered white. I consider myself white. And Negroid, or groid for short, is what's causing these, is what's doing the teen takeovers. Why is this even a thing? Well, it's been allowed up until now. Now all of a sudden, law enforcement in cities across the United States are working to thwart teen takeovers before they erupt as Americans prepare to celebrate the nation's 250th birthday on Saturday, which is technically today. What are you doing for it? Do you feel free? What are you doing for 4th of July? Do you think we got freedom as data centers go up everywhere? Did you feel freedom back in 2020 when they did the lockdown and they did the mandates? Did you feel free? Free, set me free? Did you feel free as you're being sprayed by bugs? Do you feel free as you... I mean, look at the cost of living and everything. And this started with the scamdemic and really took off during Beijing Biden. But do you feel free with the GMOs? Do you feel free with the cell towers everywhere? Data centers? Do you feel free? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how free do you feel free with the police state that we're in? That they could literally destroy your life, make up stories, the roadside pirates, as they pull you over for some stupid thing like going 2 miles over a speed limit or some bullshit thing. They spotted you without a seatbelt. I thought it was my body, my choice, but they pull you over and then they want to get the canine out and sniff your car for a fake hit, and then they want to ruin your life. Do you feel free in the police state? Because that's what it is. Heavily surveillance police state. Do you feel free? That's, I guess, perception is reality, right? So here we are. Anyhow, oops daisy. Let's just take a look at this real quick, this information. The incidents, which are often organized on social media, that's another thing. How the hell can you organize criminal activity on social media and get away with it? How is it that Antifa can do that? You know, Black Lives Matter, terrorist organizations like that, they can do that. These rogue teens with fugative parents, they need to be held accountable. They can organize teen takeovers of the street. Have you ever heard of such a thing? How is it they're allowed to do that? And the popos don't know? They didn't know? Now they're finally getting their act together? It's weird. I mean, with all the surveillance state and police state that we're in, your fucking routers listening to you and tracking you in your home, your cell phones definitely listen to you and tracking you. I mean, 6 ways from Sunday, they could crawl up your arse with a microscope. They could get you in the most remote places of the world. But for some strange reason, you got terrorist organizations like Antifa, BLM, and you got these hoodlums that are organizing criminal activity, taking over the streets, destroying things, destroying cars, And for the longest time, they've been getting away with probably moida too. I think so. Gunshots and shit like that. I think I've seen a video just recently about that. And crickets, pretty much, from the popos. But now they're getting active. Okay. Can I give you? I'm going to give you a big seal. Ooh. It's ridiculous, man. This shit, it shouldn't be a thing. If you're organizing criminal activity, you know damn well they're watching every little keystroke and recording it and shit. They know what you're typing. They see you. That's what data centers are for. Store all the shit that you're posting online and shit like that. Flock camera, where you've been and all this. Flock cameras, that's another thing. AI, facial recognition, they got that. They ain't got that in the streets with the cameras and flock cameras. They couldn't track these bastards down. They couldn't nip this in the bud. Hey, you posted this online. You know, nip in the bud. They couldn't do this. Strange, isn't that strange? But if you were to post something against data centers, I've seen this in certain, like in UK and I think in a certain part of our country, you get a questionnaire, a government questionnaire right at your door. Did you post this? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by you're against? You know what I mean? This is insanity. This is insane. But now they're finally doing something about it. Or are they? I don't even know. For 4th of July, 250th anniversary. Authorities in Falmouth, Massachusetts, Falmouth, Massachusetts, have reportedly increased staffing and prepared to use drones and intend to stop large meetups before they erupt into violence. Well, why haven't you done this before? Huh? Greenville, North Carolina is another city that's doing this. They're trying. Oh, they also want to do a curfew for juveniles. I mean, all this shit. Police in St. Augustine, Florida, decided to use internet intelligence to ward off a takeover recently. You decided to just now. Big thumbs up. You decided to. What the fuck have you been doing this whole time? We're harassing people on the road, giving them, arresting them with canines going around a car. Oh, the canines smelled this in the car, even though there's nothing there. I'm watching the videos. I'm watching them on YouTube. All these police videos, false hits from canines on innocent people. On interstate, on the road, getting pulled over for some bullshit reason, and they say, "Oh, we gotta get the canine out." And they stall the victim, the driver. They stall him by making small talk until they could get the canine out there to scratch the car jump up, scratch the car, which is vandalism, right? By the canine, by the police department, and then a fake woof 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 because they're prompted and taught to do that with a fake hit, and then. The rest is history. Person gets arrested more often than not, false charges, and the person has to fight this tyranny. But they're busy doing shit like that. But they couldn't possibly. The real crime that should have been taken care of, nipped in the bud a long time ago. Crickets. Antifa plans on burning down cities and BLM. Crickets. Nothing. I've been saying this for years. Get the drones out. I've been saying get the giant dragnet out and drop it on them. And scoop them. I've been saying do something. Use voice to skull. I said to prevent all this. If that's what you got to do, I said get the drones out. What else? What is it? 5G access denial. The 5G technology, military grade. It sends it beams them and they feel heat and they go back. They fall back. Something. I said that even with the border. Get the drones out. Do the access. I've said all that. But now they decided to do something about it. Yay, big thumbs up. The police state finally decided to do something against the criminals. It's ridiculous. Well, I'll show you the video. You took all his damn... All right, here it is. You're going to be out there this year. You may notice heightened security.
Yeah, here and around the country. Cities are grappling with teen takeovers. Young people arranging on social media to get together.
On for the longest time.
Sometimes getting in confrontations with citizens and police.
Sometimes.
KDK lead investigator Andy Sheehan looks at how effectively the city has been dealing with that and an apparent uptick in youth street violence.
Common denominator.
The 250th birthday is expected to bring a bigger crowd than usual, to the point the city's new public safety director Sheldon Williams wants to ensure a good time is had by all, despite recent problems with disruptive youth.
We were maximally preparing for any and everything that we could experience.
It's weird that white people don't run any cities. It's kind of strange, but whatever.
We're going to strongly communicate that we want people to have fun, but we're ready to respond appropriately if necessary.
The spring and summer have brought a new kind of challenge to the young administration, teen takeovers. Cities across the country.
See, they're advertising it, but yet, for the longest time, they don't get in trouble. You know? It's ridiculous. Clown world.
We have seen large gatherings prearranged on social media that have turned disruptive. Here in Pittsburgh, police used pepper spray to break up a crowd of 400 at East Liberty's Green Park. And moved in again when a Juneteenth gathering in Market Square.
That's another thing. Juneteenth is ridiculously stupid.
Erupted in fights.
I think it's important to know that we've shut down a lot of them before things have gotten crazy.
Assistant Public Safety Director Cornell Jones says the city is trying to get ahead of the trend by monitoring social media and other methods.
Keep up with stuff. That's the best way to put it. We keep up with stuff and we have a lot of eyes and ears all over the place.
But in addition to the takeovers,
Surveillance
businesses and visitors complain of a steady uptick of less organized groups of young people hanging out downtown. These groups are now banned from Market Square under the city's chaperone policy. Businesses blame them for a recent string of street assaults as well as chronic problems of shoplifting. And there were a lot of complaints under the former administration, but downtown business people and visitors are saying the situation is worse now than it has been.
It appears to be alarming because of the behaviors that we see.
The city has responded by assigning more officers downtown and the south side, but Safety Director Williams says that while police supply a presence, respond to incidents, and restore calm, increased patrols only go so far.
Dispatching law enforcement only will never solve this issue. And so we realize that. We're part of the solution, but we partner in meaningful ways.
The Highland
Detention kind of nervous
Center
in that
in Schumann
response.
still has only 12 detention beds, and police complain they're arresting the most serious
12
young
detention
offenders
beds.
time and again. But Williams says the city must also address the complaints of young people who say they have nothing to do and no welcoming place to go.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Reaching out to community organizations to provide spaces and activities.
We're looking at ways of better linking those entities and those organizations.
Friggin' where to go shit, right? You know, like nothing to do. I used to play video games all the time when I was younger. I don't play video games now. I played it as an adult too. But I stopped at a certain point, and what I'm trying to say, that preoccupied a lot of my time, but I found new things to take up my time. I mean, go to the gym, for starters. Can you go to the gym? You go to some, what do they got? They got recreation centers in inner cities, like pennies on a dollar, probably let them in for free to work out, play b-ball and all that, basketball. You can find something to do. That's just a cop-out. Just hanging out with your friends and not being an asshole, destroying things. You can do that. After high school, I used to go to my friend's house. We used to cut up and have fun. And you ain't got a friend? Come on, they're all gathered together like they're friends. It's a cop-out. I ain't got nothing to do. That's what I think. Anyway, maybe this is what we need. Who is he? Who is he? What is he? He's OCP's latest creation. His name is RoboCop.
Oh, excuse me, Robo. Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble. We need the parents in this community to step up. That's what we need, really, ultimately. Not more popos on the street. Especially not a robotic one, or half robot, half human. That's for sure. Or a total robotic one. We don't need that. We need less of that and more proper parenting. That's what I got for you in this community. Be a troll out there. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. I might chime in tomorrow night, or late 4th of July night. I might not. I might just upload something pertinent, or just shoot the breeze with you guys. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Lou Freak knows. Don't be a troll. I'm out.